Hello, Shalom Aleichem. We have today here Machzor Kol HaShana, a Machzor for the whole year. This is by HaRav Shmuel Dovid Lutzato. HaRav Shmuel Dovid Lutzato. This is Machzor Kol HaShana Kafi Minhag, like the custom of Kehila Kadisha Italiani, the Italian, the Kehila Kadisha Nitfas B'Shnei Chalakim. It was printed in two sections. Chelak Rishon, this is the first section. This is very interesting. Kolel Tefilos Shel Chol, the davening, the tefillos of the weekday, Shabbos, the Sabbath, Shabbos, Rosh Chodesh, the new month, the Rosh Chodesh, Yotzros Shel Shabbosos, different things to say on Shabbosos, Hamiyuchados, certain different Shabbosos, Seder Chanukah in Parshios, the Seder Chanukah, with the lighting of the Chanukah candle, it has in here, Vitanis Asara B'Teves, the fast of Asara B'Teves, Vitanis Esther, things to say on the fast of Esther, V'Seder Purim, what should be said on Purim, that's very appropriate for this time of year. V'Seder Pesach im Haggadah O Berchas Hamazon, the Seder of Pesach, of Passover, with the Haggadah, O Berchas Hamazon, the blessing after the meals, Berchas Hamazon, O Pirkei Avos, V'Chag HaShavuos, and also Pirkei Avos, the ethics of the Father, Pirkei Avos, V'Chag HaShavuos, and the things to be said for Shavuos, Tainus Shiva Asar B'Tammuz, that's the fast Shiva Asar B'Tammuz, the 17th day of Tammuz, Tisha B'Av, the 9th of Av, the Yotzer Shel Nachamu, and for Shabbos Nachamu, what has to be said? V'chol hadinim hashayachim lechulam, all of the laws, the dinim that are appropriate to all of these different days. Davar yom b'yomo, every day in its time. V'tirgum ha'haftoros hamiyuchados, and it has explanations or translations of different haftoros, uparshios ketanos l'chol shana, and uparshios ketanos l'chol shana, and with the various parshios, the parshios of the Torah to be learned l'chol shana, or the whole year. V'nosef gam zeh chelak rishon mimavo l'machzor b'nei Roma. And it's added to this also the first chelak, the first section of the Machzor of Bnei Roma, the Bnei Roma, the people from Rome, or Italiani, that's like a Svardic Bnei Roma, and this is Italiana, so Italy. HaRav Shmuel Dovid Lutzato. This was gathered together by HaRav Shmuel Dovid Lutzato. Marbitz Torah b'Medrash HaRabbonim Asher b'Padova. He's somebody that had spread out Torah. He taught Torah to the people. B'Medrash HaRabbonim, the base medrash of the Rabbonim, of the rabbis. Asher Padova, of Padua. This is Livorno, that's the city. And this tells you the date. This tells the date. That has to be figured out, the date. And b'defus meshubach, with the this is a very good printing. Shel Shlomo Billefort v'chavero, of Reb Shlomo Billefort v'chavero. He had a Beis HaDfus, printing house. Matfisim v'umochrei svarim. they printed and they sold Svarim. They are printers and sellers of Svarim. Matfisim or Mochri Svarim. They are printers, sellers of Svarim. Shlomo Balafort, Reb Shlomo Balafort and his partner and his friends. And here, this is some of the what we have inside here. We can go a little bit further into it later. We'll show the second chalik in a minute or two. The second. So this is for Chol and the various days of the year. This over here is for the Yom Tovim. This is for the Yom Tovim. Here we go. Machzor Kol HaShana, the whole year. Italiani, Shmuel, Dovid, Lutzato. Here, let's take a look at this one. We'll take a look at this one. Okay, so Machzor Kol HaShana, Machzor for the whole year. Mipi Kipi Minhag, according to the Minhag, the Minhag is the custom of Kehila Kadisha Italiana, the Italian Kehila. The Yiddish people, the Jewish people of Italy. Chelek Sheni, that's the second Chelek part. Kolel Bo Tachanunim, it has requests from Hashem, Veslichos, and requests for Slichos is for forgiveness. Lechodesh Elul, the prayers and requests for Slicha, for forgiveness on the Chodesh Elul, for the Chodesh of Elul. That's the day of Elul, the month of Elul, which is before Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Yotzros Shel Shar Shabbosos, things to be said on all of the other Shabbosos. Hamiyuchados, Rosh Hashanah, on Rosh Hashanah. Tzom Gedalia, that's the fast of Gedalia before Rosh Hashanah. Tzom Kippur, the fast of Yom Kippur. Seder Chag HaSukkos, the things to be said Chag HaSukkos. V'simchas Torah, v'ta'anis tzibur l'tzara shelo tavo, and this is also that has over here, if let's say that God forbid a bad time, so the tzibur, the community would fast on a tzara, on a bad happening, God forbid. Tzara is something, a tzara. Sorrow, shalotavot should not come. That should not come. God forbid. And mitzalain lechola, things, davening for a chola, for a sick person. God forbid. Uliyosheves al hamishaber. Uliyosheves al hamishaber. I'm not sure what that is. B'chol hadinim hanitzrachim, all of the dinim, all of the laws that are needed to midin kisidron, all of the things that always that we have to know, the laws of the dinim of davening kisidron, like it's seder, it's place, it's order, umusafim kil chason. The things that are added on certain days, let's say a fast day, or a kehil chasan according to its halacha, the laws of that day. So it has in here various dinim and musafin kehil chasan. Uma arvios bezemiros, betfilos. It has ma'arvios. V'zemiros is songs, v'tfilos, the prayers, we have Toros. The Haftorah, part of the what has to be said for the Haftorah after the Kriyas Torah, that's the Haftorah, Hashayachos, that they're appropriate L'chelak Hazeh, for this section. V'nosef Gam Zeh Chelak Sheni. This is the section having to do with the Yomim Tovim. This is Mivor Lamachzor B'nei Roma, according to the Kehillah of Roma, of the Italian section of the Yidden, of the Jewish people, like a Sephardic minhag, Asher Chiber HaChacham HaMeforsam. This is something that the well-known Chacham, the well-known scholar, the great Talmud Chacham, HaRav Shmuel Dovid Lutzato. Rav Shmuel Dovid Lutzato, he's known also as the Shadal. Marbit Torah b'Medrash HaRabbanim. He's the one that spreads out Torah. In other words, he disseminates Torah. He gives it over to the people. He teaches it to the people. B'Medrash HaRabbanim, the base medrash of the rabbis of the Rabbanim. Asher b'Padova, which is in Padova. The Achron Chaviv, the one that's mentioned last is beloved as the first one. Who's Safnu Gam Kain, Seder Avoda Atakonanta Shebeminug Tzarafat. The avoda, the davening, the service of Atakonanta. That's a certain davening. Sheba Minhag, which is the custom of Tzarafat, of France. Muga or Meforish al Yidei Shadal. That's it's done. It was set out to Meforish and explained al Yidei Shadal through Reb Shmuel Dovid Lutzato. Shmuel Shadal is Reb Shmuel Dovid Lutzato. Paul Livorno in the Livorno. Shanas. So this is the date. Can be figured out. But the Fusam Shubach, the very good, the printing of Shel Reb Shlomo Bilaforti, Reb Shlomo Bilaforti, Bechavero, and his friend or his partner. Matfisim Umokhrei Svarim. They print and they sell Svarim. This is the Machzor Shel Kol HaShana. So here, this is inside over here. Say the Rosh Chodesh Tishrei. Tells you some dinim over here. The laws, some of the laws. Shachris, the Rosh Hashanah. So that's these two. This is a set of the Machzor Kol HaShana, the Machzor of the whole year, according to Reb Shmuel Dovid Lutzato. Okay, Zeit gesund. Thank you very much. Alles good. Everything should be okay for you. Thank you.